What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Cartoon Conspiracy Theory with your host, as always, KMACK time. Now, at the end of Season 2 of Rick and Morty, we see our hero Rick finally be tracked down and arrested by the Galactic Federation. It was at Rick's friend Bird Person's wedding that he fell into the Galactic Federation's trap. Bird Person's to-be wife, Tammy, was actually an undercover agent sent to spy on Rick and others wanted by the Federation. She posed as Summer's best friend in high school and eventually gained enough trust to get all of the galaxy's most wanted criminals together for her wedding. But how can that be possible? Rick always seemed to be 3 steps ahead of the Galactic Federation and eluding their capture for decades. Well, if we look all the way back to the very first episode, we may get a clue as to how the Federation finally tracked Rick down. In that episode, we see Rick taking Morty out of school. They teleport out and we find out that Rick took Morty to a dimension or planet where they have mega trees, and he had to get a mega seed in which Morty had to end up putting up his butt.
And I'm gonna need you to put them way up inside your butthole, Morty.
In my butt?
Put them way up inside there, as far as they can fit.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
The reason Morty had to do this is because Rick's portal gun had run out of charge when Rick healed Morty. They end up having to go through a federal portal thingy, but instead of going through peacefully, Morty is found to have the seeds up his butt. So this leads to them going on the run through the building, which eventually leads to them being cornered by the bureaucrats. While Rick is typing in their home coordinates, Morty is shooting at these bureaucrats. And after Rick is done typing the coordinates, they seemingly escape into Morty's high school back in their own galaxy. The theory is that the Galactic Federation found these coordinates because the machine possibly kept a record of them. And they then sent out an agent to infiltrate the galaxy, and they sent one out to the high school as a student. And that agent ends up being Tammy, who ends up killing Bird Person and helping to imprison Rick. The only thing that I see that could be a possible problem with this theory is that the Cronenberg episode, Our Rick and Morty, can't fix their universe, so instead they ditch it for another. However, technically the new universe they inhabit was the exact same as the original, only that Rick fixed the Cronenbergs and then immediately killed himself and Morty by accident. It stands to reason that the events of the pilot episode, including this potential outcome, also occurred in the new universe as well. So as a quick recap, when Rick entered the returned coordinates to his dimension in the pilot episode, the Federation got a hold of that information. And instead of going after him right away, they decided it would be better to send an undercover agent to get not only Rick Sanchez, but the rest of the most wanted criminals throughout the world and galaxies. To do this, they made Tammy pretend to fall in love with Bird Person, knowing that he would have to invite all of his friends, aka the world's greatest criminals, to that wedding. And that wedding is where they could spring the trap and then round all of them up. This theory actually makes a ton of sense and could be possible. Overall, I give it 4 Mr. Poopy Buttholes out of 5. So big shout out to the Reddit user Cappity Crunch for coming up with this theory. Thank you to him. Very appreciated that. Let me know what you guys think about this theory down in the comments below. Rick and Morty gets super complicated with the whole multiple dimensions thing, so there very well may have been something I missed, and I would love to hear about that from you guys down in the comments below. Also, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. Let's try and get this video to 500 likes. Hit that like button if you guys are excited for Season 3 of Rick and Morty like I am. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more cartoon theories and gaming videos in your sub box daily. But until next time, guys, remember that's always KMACK time somewhere. So take it easy and peace out.